この想いを消してしまうにはまだ人生長いでしょう。やり残してることをやり直してみたいから。
Hello everyone, and welcome to Arnold's Anime Reviews. I'm your host Arnold, and this is our first review. And since this is my first review, I thought it would be best if we started out with one of my personal favorites, Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. Fullmetal Alchemist was originally a manga that debuted in 2001, and was written by Hiromu Arakawa and published by Square Enix. In 2003, the manga then spawned a hugely successful 51-episode anime series by Studio Bones, which culminated in the 2005 Fullmetal Alchemist movie, The Conqueror of Shambhala, as well as the premium OVA collection released shortly afterwards. However, what a lot of fans didn't realize was that the second half of the Fullmetal Alchemist anime series deviated completely from the manga, going in its own direction, and even the first half was only about 75% accurate to the manga. So as a result, in 2009, Bones decided to go back to Fullmetal Alchemist and redo it from the beginning, this time following in the story of the manga in Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. Now, is it 100% accurate to the manga? Not quite. There are still some stories that are a little rushed or condensed, and there's some scenes I would have preferred that they have kept, that they had taken out. But other than that, it is fairly accurate. Now, the bottom line is, aside from whether or not it's accurate, is it any good? Answer: hell yes. The animation is great, the voice acting is top-notch, especially Romy Park returning as Edward Elric, and the plot is every bit as intricate and involving as you could possibly imagine. They deal with concepts like war, genocide, government conspiracies, and so forth, and the first one did that too, but this one just takes it to another level. It goes even beyond the first series. You see stories that go back hundreds of years to different lands and civilizations, from Xerxes and characters from Jing, and you see, northern Amistris, which is very different from the rest of the country, and it just gives this huge epic feel to the series that was, already as epic as it was before, is even more so now, and we get these really great characters, not just Ed and Al and other familiar faces like Winry or Hawkeye and Mustang, but also some really great new characters like Prince Ling and Mei Chang and the new General Armstrong, and all these other characters are very interesting and and unique in their own way. So now I do want to stress here that after about episode 13, with the arrival of Greed, things really do get very different from the first series. I mean, you can pretty much forget about everything you learned about Homunculi, for instance. And even the prior episodes before that are only about 75% accurate. So I want to say it's very different. I want to stress that it is very different. And now you're not going to see a lot of that great stuff in this video, because I'm only including the clips from the first episode. I do want to keep some of the surprise intact for those of you who have not yet followed this series. But rest assured, it is really good. Is it flawless, though? No, not really. The music is not bad, but it's also kind of repetitive. They seem to be reusing the same handful of tracks over and over, and really there's nothing that compares to the theme of Brothers from the first series, which was fantastic. And the beginning episodes do rush through things a little bit, as they've already covered not the same but similar ground in the first series, and it seems like they want to get to the new material as soon as possible, so that I guess it's because they don't want viewers to feel like they're seeing the same thing over again. But they even omit a couple of stories that were actually from the manga and were in the first anime, but they're not in this anime, and that was a little odd. But other than that, it just doesn't really detract from the whole experience of watching the series. If you're a fan of FMA, I really suggest you check this out. And even if you're not, it's probably different enough from the first series that you should check it out anyway. You might like it now. You might like it instead. And by the way, speaking of checking it out, good news, starting next Saturday, the 13th, yeah, the 13th at midnight, Fullmetal Alchemist will be premiering a dub in Adult Swim. Yep, that's right, Adult Swim on Cartoon Network. It's very exciting. I can't wait to hear Vic Mignogna and all those other, Travis Willingham and Laura Bailey returning, their various voice characters. And there's also some of the new actors like Maxie Whitehead as Al and J. Michael Tatum as Scar. It's all very exciting. I can't wait for that, and I hope you guys check it out. And in the meantime, I'm Arnold, the anime reviewer. I'll come up with a better name, I promise. And don't forget to rate, comment, all that great stuff, and I'll see you next time.